You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
3 things happened this week that early career professionals in Korea need to factor in now. Does this shift your market value or your next move? It's Friday, June 26. Let's talk about a trend affecting young professionals in Korea.
When you really dig into the numbers, we're seeing this massive labor market fracture. It's splitting into two very distinct realities.
Right, and it completely changes your leverage. Let's look at the gravitational pull of the semiconductor wealth first.
Oh, it's wild, especially if you're an early career professional just looking at your own paycheck right now.
So get this, SK Hynix just hired 2,560 employees under the age of 30, and their starting base is 4.5 million KRW a month.
Which is about 3,200 USD.
Yeah, exactly. That's like 215% of Korea's minimum wage. It really earns that God's workplace label, and it feels like these tech giants are playing an entirely different sport.
And the craziest part is that base salary. It's literally just the floor.
Wait, just the floor?
Yeah, they operate on a 10% operating profit bonus pool. So per employee performance bonuses are projected to hit between 600 million and 700 million KRW.
Wow, so roughly 430,000 to 500,000 USD just in bonuses?
Exactly. They're effectively buying a talent moat. And with this massive war chest, it completely alters who they want to hire.
Right, they aren't just scaling up standard graduate programs anymore.
No, not at all. Samsung and SK Hynix are actively poaching MBB consultants, so your McKinsey, BCG, and Bain folks, alongside international lawyers for their M&A teams. SK Hynix alone is scaling its strategy team from 10 to 60 people.
That is a massive jump.
Yeah.
But it's not just the hardware side hoarding talent, right? Because the software side is panicking to keep up.
Oh, absolutely. Over in gaming, Krafton just doubled its AI headcount from 80 to 160.
Right, and they invested 100 billion KRW, which is about 71 million USD in NVIDIA GPUs. But wait, I have to challenge this a bit. I mean, isn't this just a bubble, like when tech companies overhired during COVID?
That's a super fair question, but the underlying mechanism is fundamentally different this time.
How's it?
Well, during COVID, companies expanded capacity for existing products. What SK Hynix and Krafton are doing now is a deliberate upgrade in their corporate DNA.
Ah, they're trying to survive a paradigm shift.
Exactly. By acquiring highly specialized AI-native engineers and top-tier strategic minds.
Okay, so if tech giants are playing offense, what happens if you're building a career in a traditional sector?
Unfortunately, you're watching your industry adopt a strictly defensive posture.
Which perfectly explains the anxiety at Hyundai Motor. I mean, their union just secured the right to strike with an 87% approval rate.
Right, specifically targeting the deployment of AI and humanoid robots on the production line.
But how does a factory floor dispute connect to a listener on the corporate track?
Because that automation anxiety trickles up. When a traditional manufacturing giant fights job preservation on the line, their corporate strategy shifts to cost containment everywhere.
So standard corporate workers face stagnant wage growth.
Exactly. Right now, in the national minimum wage negotiations, labor and management are deadlocked over a mere 1,680 KRW gap.
And stagnant wages become catastrophic when you factor in housing. If you're a young professional in Seoul, jeonse housing deposit prices are up 4.79% year to date.
This is where the macroeconomic shift gets deeply personal. Korea's jeonse system requires you to put down 50 to 70% of a property's value up front.
Meaning young renters have to take out massive bank loans.
Right, and when deposit prices spike at 5 times last year's pace, the interest on those larger loans actively eats your disposable income before you ever even see a raise. You lose financial ground daily.
So bringing it back to those 3 things we flagged for you at the top, the tech compensation black hole, the aggressive shift in hiring, and the defensive squeeze on traditional workers, what does this mean for your next move?
The talent premium is heavily concentrating in semiconductor M&A and AI native roles, leaving standard early career tracks struggling to capture value. The immediate financial risk for most isn't AI displacement, but losing ground on the compensation gap as Seoul jeonse prices rise faster than at any point since 2013. The practical career signal is that tech sectors enjoy structural hiring expansion, while traditional manufacturing faces intense wage pressure and AI anxiety.
It really makes you wonder, if top-tier tech bonuses now eclipse base pay by multiples, how long until mid-tier Korean companies face a mass exodus of young talent who simply can't afford the surging jeonse loan interest, creating shockwaves across the #CoasPI?
Yeah, that's the multi-million-dollar question right there.
That's today's AI Prism, Early Career. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Juan-Ifra award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.